So here we are in Utah, just south of Mexican Hat, Utah. I rode in Valley of the Gods, which is a little bit further north of here. But there are several trails up in here, and we're going to go explore today. So, excited to have you with me. Let's get going. Okay, here we are in Utah again. You can see we've got some bluffs. I think those are bluffs. Not sure that I've seen a lot of bluffs before, but I think that's what they are. Anyway, we have got the new fancy meaty Pirelli MT21 tires. We're going to try them out today. It's not super sandy, but this dirt is pretty loose. So we'll see how they work out, but I bet it's going to be pretty awesome. All right, today we are at Comb Wash Road, which is just south of Mexican Hat, Utah, and it's basically a dirt road from what I understand, but look at the bluffs. That's pretty cool. I got my fancy new tires on. I'm curious to see how they're going to do. It's going to take a little bit of getting used to. They are way more grippy than my last set, needless to say. This is an 18-mile road, I believe, out and back, but then at the end of it there's also a lot more trails, so that will actually go up higher. Theoretically, there are some ruins along the way, so that'll be cool. We'll pop off and see if we can find those. Still getting used to the new boots. They work, which is great, but they're a lot different than my other ones. All right, so it's loose red dirt. Ooh, what's that? There's a lot of little trails that go off to the side here. So I'm curious if they go to the ruins, since they take off towards the hills, or like this one, maybe it's just to a campsite. Not sure. So we'll go find out. Okay, yeah, so campsite. That's what it is. There's something over here, an arroyo, otherwise known as a ditch, for those of you that speak Spanish. Arroyo. Actually, there was a place in Austin that I loved to eat called El Arroyo. It was really good. That is definitely one thing that I miss about being up here in Colorado. It's all the food choices that were in Austin. Got up that sandy stuff pretty easily. Very nice. See if I can remember where the road is. And here we are. The weather is really nice. It's right about 50, but the sun is not out, so that would make it a little bit more toasty, but still a heck of a lot better than all the snow that's hanging around my house. Been a little while since we've been out on a ride. I feel like I have to relearn how to ride every time. Can't wait for summer. I'm excited about getting some goggles and trying those out too, because like right now I've got the face shield cracked just for some ventilation. It feels nice outside. It's always fun riding new stuff, but you know, you never know what's around the next turn. Could be good, could be bad, if you're not prepared. So, little ground squirrel. Big views. I love it. Look at that. So many great places to ride around here. And there is not a soul out here that I can see. So I think that up ahead of us is where we're going, off to the left. That's where the other trails take off. Some of them gain about 1,000 or 1,500 feet maybe in elevation, which is fun. I like the elevation, even though we're only about, I think, right around 4,000 foot elevation here. which is definitely lower than any place around where I live. It's about 2 hours west of where I live. Hey, there's somebody over there in a camper. Ooh, that is not good looking water right there. My goodness. They are camping down in a lake bed, it looks like. I don't see any more motorcycle tires out here. Looks like we got some ATVs, side-by-sides. The cattle guard. There it is, pretty tall. A tall bluff. Right there. Huh. Old house off to the left there. I think we can actually drive up to that. I was looking at my map trying to figure out where all I wanted to ride over the next week or two, couple of weeks. And one of the places was in the north side of Glen Canyon. And even on the map it said this is one of the most remote locations in the US. So that kind of intrigued me. But it did say ride with somebody else, and I don't really have anybody else to ride with at this point. So I may have to wait on that one. Not gonna wait till it gets hot though. That ridge just goes and goes, doesn't it? Maybe it's a plateau. I bet there's some campsites up inside there though. Definitely have a lot more interesting road noise with these tires. Oh, there's a road. Ish. At least it was last summer. Looks like they just graded the road not too long ago. The scuff marks on the tops of the rocks are still there. Getting up into a little different terrain now. Very nice. Got these big, huge, they're not boulders, but they're just rocks like growing out of the ground. It's very cool. I like it. And the road is getting sandier. Gotta admit, I feel a little bit more accustomed to West Texas red dirt than I do sandy dirt. So I believe this little ride has showed me that part of my problem was that I was sitting down all the time on the last little sandy place that I rode. Standing up, I seem to be doing a lot better, even though this is kind of freaking me out. Yeah, nothing to it. Nothing to worry about. Those are some big sagebrush right there, let me tell you. Sagebrush trees. Oh, look at there. We actually have a crossing. It looks fine. Yep, nothing to it. Maybe that washed off some of the mud. Look at that, there's a little river right there. I wonder if that's the San Juan or part of one of the tributaries for the San Juan. Okay. Interesting. There's a road right there. look at that. That was a good guess. They did not grade this road recently. That's for sure. All right, this is actually where I wanted to go, Arch Canyon. So this is, hopefully, this will be cool. So we just rode up Comb Wash Road, which was right up against that bluff. I think that's what it is. Anyway, we're about to head into Arch Canyon, which is one of the cool places. It's not a very long road. Right here at the beginning, it's super sandy. So we'll see how it goes with the new tires and hopefully my improved riding skills. So right now I'm standing by a little seasonal creek. I don't know if this thing runs year round or not, but there was a lot of water from one side of the road that I was riding to the other side. So it all works out that we're going to Arch Canyon anyway. I'll turn around and give you some shots here of where we are. Here's just a view of where we are. It is just a bunch of rocks, some trees, no leaves yet. There's the little creek coming down. And we definitely did see, in fact, if you look right up there, let's see if I can zoom in. If you look right up there in the cracks on the north side, which is the side that we're on, there's still a little bit of snow up there. So we've got that runoff coming down here into the creek. But I just popped off before I enter into Arch Canyon and parked right by the sign. Left my key on because that's smart. But anyway, let's see what we can find. All right, after that little layover, let's go check out Arch Canyon. Oh, and I'm gonna have to ride through that anyway. That was fun. Oh, looky there. Looks like there's some ruins over here. So we can go check those out real quick. Oh, there it is right there. Now, that is actually not native ruins. So, okay. So right now I'm just riding in circles. I know that there's a road here somewhere, but I don't know where it is. Maybe that's it. Oof. Sand. Well, maybe. Or not. No vehicles. Okay. I don't think I missed the road, but apparently I have. That looks pretty darn deep. I'll be honest with you. Well, doggone. I don't know where the road is. That's just a turnaround. Okay. Well, there you go. Huh. Okay. Well, campsite. Okay. All right. Well, I do not know where the road is. Very discouraging. Well, even though we didn't get to go to the Arch Trail like I intended, Arch Canyon actually, it was still good. It was good to get out, no doubt. And I've never been here before, so got to see something new. Not a super technical trail at all. Got our water crossing right here. Oh yeah, nothing to it, but it was still fun, and I got cabin fever so bad, this definitely helped. So I hope everybody enjoyed this. You know, it really wasn't my intention. I planned on getting to a lot more really cool stuff, but I don't. Yeah, I don't know. The trail is showing there on my little map, but man, we went all around that and I could not find the road. And I've only got a quarter tank of gas, so it's probably good to go back anyway, even though it's nothing on this Himalayan. Didn't really see any ruins, which is kind of disappointing. I was hoping to get to see some of those. The old house, it's something, but you know, it's an old house. Those are all over the place where I live. One more place that we have explored and I can check it off the list. I guess it is still technically winter, right? I think that sign said you can't come through here if it's wet, which I guess I could see that. There's a lot of water crossings, probably a lot of potential for flash floods out in this area. It gathers up top in those rocks and just shoots down to the floor, to the flat spots, which is where we are. Well, remember, this is right next door to Valley of the Gods. Obviously, the Valley of the Gods has all the really, really cool rock formations. Monument Valley is not far away. It's like maybe 30 more miles from where I am. I may try to go and hit that. We'll just see what it looks like. But some of y'all that don't live in the US, at least you've gotten to see another part of the, you know, the Wild West, because that's really what this is. Man, sand plays games with your head. Makes you want to overcorrect. You just need to calm down, push through. I think this is the worst part for it. Oh yeah, definitely sandy. I was doing some serious squirming back there, my goodness. I think, from what I understand, when your back end is going haywire like mine kind of was, Sitting down on the seat gives you a little extra traction, which is what I did. Seemed to work. But then everything else went a little squirrely, so who knows? I'll figure out this stuff eventually. I probably need to learn how to ride in sand on like a, 125 or something like that I can pick up and carry around with me if I need to. But this is what I've got right now. I'm glad to see. It looks like there's a lot more mid to lower displacement motorcycles coming out. Not that I particularly want a low displacement engine. I really want low weight more than anything. And it seems like you should be able to get a low displacement engine that has pretty decent, horsepower and torque and stuff these days. So that's kind of what I'm hoping for. Find that sweet spot. And now that they're coming out, they'll be used not too far from now. I think probably right around the 600 range is probably exactly what I'm looking for. 700, probably tops, maybe 750, but definitely no more than that. I just don't want the weight, because I like having the fun more than I like being able to manage it on the road, because I'm not a big fan of the road riding anymore. It just doesn't really hold much appeal to me. Wasn't like that forever, but that's the way it is now. The cool thing is, there are so many bikes to choose from that you can doggone do whatever the heck you want to on a motorcycle, just about. There is a model out there that'll fit your needs perfectly. After standing up so much, I feel like I really need to get that tall seat. I gotta go way down to get to the seat, which is great for some of y'all that are smaller, and I wouldn't have said that probably when I got this bike. So it's something that I'm growing into, which I hope I grow as a rider. I hope that my needs change because I've learned some things. Most importantly, having the time to get out and do it and enjoy it and share it with y'all is what's really fun. Heck, we're in spring break month. End of the month, 21st, we are there. Of course, we got so much snow this year, chances are it's still going to be up in the tops of the mountains in July, which is a little unfortunate. See, that's where it looked like they graded the road not too long ago. That is pretty cool. You gotta admit, just being out and away from work for a day and up in all of this stuff is pretty darn fun. That little bit right there just makes you want to hit the gas a little bit. If you're a fan of big rocks, this is the place to come, no doubt. Rocks for you rock lovers. There they are. Lovely water. Right there. Very nice.